Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Savvy Sales Lady Live. I am going to show you under the roof of my ChatGPT so I can show you how I use it. Now, I recently put out a video, I don't know if you saw it, called AI Slop, because there is a bunch of slop in AI that's being used in the sales world, unfortunately. And they're using them to push out emails without even bothering to edit the emails. And this is going all over the place. These automated emails, AI comments on LinkedIn is just crazy. And it doesn't inspire trust at all. Now, I'm not saying throw the baby out with the bathwater, but there is a way you can use ChatGPT to help you sell, to help you create, and to help manage what it is that you're doing. I'm not going to do it on tonight's broadcast. I'm thinking about doing it Thursday night, but I want to show you how to use ChatGPT in prospecting. And I believe I'll be doing that Thursday night. It's just too much to go throw everything in to one Savvy Sales Lady Live. I don't think you guys will want to be here all night with me. So the first mistake I made with ChatGPT was not giving it enough information. Okay. Let me share my screen with you for a second. We'll go back and forth on the sharing. Here we are. Let me do full screen for you on this so you can see it better. So, when I first started ChatGPT, oh my gosh, I did it all wrong, everyone. So, if you're new at this, do it the right way. And that is create projects. Create projects. Because what I did was I was just chatting away. And I mean, if there's everything on this list right here that I just started chatting away on ChatGPT, and there's no rhyme or reason, and there's no organization. So that's why I want to suggest that you start out using a new project and labeling it. So you can see here, I have the Savvy Sales Lady Business, the Focus Drop newsletter, which is my newsletter that goes out on Saturday or Sunday, the Savvy Sales Lady Live, which is what you're on today, Savvy Sales Lady YouTube, and then I have a folder for my coaching clients. And then under See More, I'm not going to expand that because those are personal. I don't want to tell you everything about my life. So, those are more personal folders. But if you're starting out, make sure you start by assigning a folder to what it is you're talking about. Because as you can see, when you start out, here's your blank screen on ChatGPT. And if you start out this way, you're just going to end up with all of this that I have right here. All of those random thoughts and inquiries that I had on ChatGPT. I am going to take the time one day to go in there, and you can assign them. Like, let's just go to Lean Learning Title ID. You can go in there, rename it, or add it to a project. You can archive it or delete it. Some of these I'm just going to delete. Some I'm going to add them to the folders. So here you are. You've got a blank screen, right? And you probably have felt like, how am I going to use this? I think of ChatGPT as my assistant. That's how I think of it. Now, I don't use the voice prompt that you can use where they talk back at you. I tried it, but then it was like I would think, "Oh, I wonder what he has to say about this or what she has to say about that." I don't want to get emotionally tied to my Chat GPT. It's a resource tool only. And have you seen those crazy videos of people that have actually fallen in love with their Chat GPTs? Let me remove this for a second. Um, have you seen those videos where those people have fallen in love with their Chat GPT? I mean, that is just nuts. And I can see how easily you can become emotionally attached because when someone talks back to you and they're very polite, and you can get sucked into that, right? So I don't do that. I stop that and I just use the text version. So let me show you some of the things that I've used it for. All right, let's go to the Savvy Sales Lady YouTube channel. As you can see, your new chat is right here in the beginning. So if I want to say, Give me 3 ideas of sales YouTube videos that have gone viral. I'm just making this up as we go, you guys. This isn't I am kind of interested. Give me 3 ideas of sales YouTube videos that have gone viral. So you hit enter here. Here are 3 viral YouTube video ideas in the sales niche that have already proven successful and can be remixed with your savvy sales lady's spin. Okay, my ChatGPT knows all about my business, and we're going to get into that. Why? He automatically knows it's savvy sales lady. Um, One thing I've had to correct it recently is I had to teach it to memorize my website because it was getting that wrong. So if you find something wrong, tell it and it stores it in its memory so it won't make that mistake again. So here's what it says: cold call in real time. Watch me close the deal. Then why you suck at sales and how to fix it. I don't know that I would say that, but it says why it went viral. Tough love plus real talk equals shares and comments. So then I would say to it, give me the source and video links for these examples. And now it's thinking. And so here it just lists it all. Cold calling strangers to sell a marketing service gives you the link to watch it on YouTube. And it just kind of, the channel name is Charlie Chang. Dan Locke, oh, he's got a lot of videos. Why you suck at sales. That makes sense that came from him. 5 sales techniques that get people to buy. And then the channel is Project Better Self. And then it gives the link. And then down here, it gives you a quick comparison. Now, why is it doing this automatically? Because it knows me, and you've got to teach it how to know you. So we'll come back to ChatGPT in a minute, and I want to show you something else. Okay. Here's an example of a prompt that you want to use when you first start using ChatGPT. Okay? And it says, my business is in the, I would put, sales coaching industry. Maybe you would put medical device sales or insurance sales sector, focusing on, and then a brief description of your business. So when I was in group benefits, I would say focusing on businesses between 100 employees to 2,000 employees. The more specific you get, the better. We want to make our online content more varied and interesting to better connect with our audience and boost our online presence. Keep in mind, this will be the very first post that you'll want to put on ChatGPT, telling ChatGPT all about your business. We're looking to create articles, YouTube scripts, etc., which is what I do. I need your help to come up with 30 creative and relevant content ideas that fit our industry and really appeal to our target audience, who are And then I described my target audience as salespeople from the age of 25 to 50. That's kind of the target audience that I go for in my sales coaching and training profession. And then I say, list these ideas in a table with columns for suggested topics, brief descriptions, and 3 possible titles. Under brief descriptions, give a short summary or special twists for each topic. And then I put the 3 possible titles should be attention grabbing and show different ways to approach the topic. Your ideas are crucial for helping us make content that really speaks to our audience and helps our brand stand out online using high volume keywords when writing. So I want ChatGPT to use high volume keywords because this is important for SEO on my YouTube, Savvy Sales Lady YouTube channel. Now, that's the first thing that I addressed with ChatGPT. Then the next thing that's important for you to do is I gave ChatGPT my 10 values. So my top 10 values I gave to ChatGPT. Coaching with integrity, my religious beliefs, I'm Catholic, my family, and I just listed all my values. Character matters. Just all of the top 10 things that I really value and I want to project that value out into the world. So, why is that important? Because it just gives ChatGPT a little more information of how to position your message, your emails, your talking points, your scripts, and all of that. As I said in the beginning, the more information you tell it about yourself, the faster it learns, and you'll have less and less corrections that you'll have to give as time goes on. I have been using ChatGPT, the bot version, because I did the 30-day plan with the upgrade ChatGPT just to see if it was worth it, to be honest with you. I think it's $20 a month. But what I mainly use it for is research. I mainly use it for research. So, you know what? I'm sorry. I should have put this whole thing in a PDF for you so you won't have to scramble to write it down. I didn't do that and I apologize. I'll do that for Thursday when I do the live stream about ChatGPT and prospecting, how to use it for prospecting. So before we go on, are there any questions? If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'm happy to answer your questions. But before we go to the next segment, we're just going to take a real quick break. Just stay with me through the break. This is Christine Harrington on the Savvy Sales Lady Live. If you like the Savvy Sales Lady Live, you're really going to like the Savvy Sales Lady newsletter. It's delivered in your inbox once a week. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe? The link is in the show notes below so you won't miss this upcoming newsletter. I give you one tip to focus on each week to implement immediately into your sales day. Why not sign up and learn just a little bit more? All right, you guys, I forgot to unshare the screen. So did you see this? Would you let me know in the comments if you didn't see it? There it is. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do this in the comments. No, it will not. It will not let me post this so you guys can write it down. So let me do it this way. I really apologize for that I didn't unshare that screen. So we'll go back to ChatGPT. All right. Now I'm going to put on here. Whoops. I'll just put it on the regular chats. I'll make a new chat. Okay. I'm telling ChatGPT that I run a small coaching business in the sales sector. Focusing on salespeople between the ages of 25 and 50. Let's see if I need to add anything else. My audience who are ages 25 to 50. All right, now, here we go. Here's a full table of 30 creative and relevant content ideas for your coaching business. Now it's analyzing because it's doing a table. And see, it knows me and are rooted in real challenges, emotional resonance, and practical value, all align with your expertise and brand voice. It knows me. So here is a table it created for me to focus on 30 creative sales content ideas. That's 10 of them. And then it says, here are the 10 of the 30 tailored to your audience of professionals aged 25 to 50. You'll find suggested topics, a twist for each one, and 3 catchy title variations. Let me know if you'd like to export all 30 in a downloadable format, build any of these into full video scripts, carousels, or article drafts, or continue and reveal the remaining 20. What would you like to do next? This is the thing I love about ChatGPT is it's always taking you to the next step all the time. It is taking you to the next step. And I don't know if you saw that, but I'm struggling tonight. It's hard when you're the only one that is on the show. I don't have a producer. I do it all myself. So here is that table that it gave me. Really, really informative information there. And I like the fact that even in my videos, it will say to me, do you want a landing page and a description for your video? So that, and a downloadable free guide for the video. So it's always telling me what the next step is. And you can use this in your business. You can use this type of thing in sales. So let's say that I say, I want to do a topic on why sales isn't there it is. Create a video script for this topic using high volume keywords. Okay, here it is right here. Now, what I would do is I would go in and tweak this. So I would not say, welcome back to the Savvy Sales Lady. I'm Christine Harrington, sales coach and trainer with 50 years of real world experience. I wouldn't say that. So I would delete that out. And then I just go through here and I just tweak it all. I would never copy and paste this into a teleprompter and, hey, we're good to go. I wouldn't do that. I would go through and I would tweak everything. And that's the way I would do emails. So let me go back to a new chat and say, give me 5 email templates on how to ask for referrals based on former clients and current clients. Enter. Absolutely, Christine, it says. For former clients, the doors are open again. Email. Subject line. Can I ask a quick favor? Hi, first name. I've been thinking about the amazing work we did together. Now, I would not say amazing work. That's, to me, too fluffy. I would say I've been thinking about the work we did together and how much I appreciated your dedication during our time coaching. If you found our sessions valuable, I'd be honored if you'd consider referring someone in your circle who might be ready for their own breakthrough. I have a few limited coaching spots open this month, and I always prefer to work with referrals from past clients, people who get it. Now, I would not say I have a few limited coaching spots open this month. Why? Because everybody and their brother says that, and it's not true. That's why. I would say I prefer to work with referrals from past clients, people who get it and who know me. I would add that, and who know me. If someone comes to mind, feel free to forward them this link to book a free sales power session. Thanks again for being a part of the Savvy Sales Lady community. Warmly, Christine Harrington, the Savvy Sales Lady. Then it gave me a follow-up email. Who do you know? A follow-up email. And then a reflective note email, and then for current clients, mid-coaching momentum, and then thank you plus a referral bonus email. So, like I said, it's not totally perfect, but at least it gives you an outline of the structure of an email, and then going in and just making little tweaks in that email that is more something you would say. Excuse me. That's why I'm not for these automatic generated AI emails that go out, because 90% of them is really, really bad. You've got to do a little more effort and go in there and actually tweak what it is ChatGPT is telling you. Now, one of the things I did do, hold on for a second. Right before I came on, I got off a coaching call. So I had been on like an hour and 15-minute coaching call before we went live, and my voice is a little scratchy right now. So one of the things that I asked ChatGPT to do is outline for me a diet plan and an exercise plan. I gave ChatGPT my age. I told ChatGPT the health issues that I have. They're not anything big. It's normal, high blood pressure, thyroid. And then I also gave it my weight and the range that I wanted to go down to. And I asked for it to give me a nutrition plan with meal plans and an exercise plan. And it went down. I'm not going to show you that because I am vain. It shows my real weight. But what it came up with, it astounded me. And then it's, do you want me to put this in a PDF for you? And it just always took me to the next step, asking me what else I wanted it to do, and with the prompts of what else it can do. Now, I will show you this. So make it full screen again. The library are the pictures that I've had it do. And I have not been real impressed with the pictures, to be honest with you. So this is supposed to be conquer sales call pain points, supposed to be a picture of me. So I haven't been real impressed with the pictures, but you can pay, and it's like $200 a month to pay to have the high-end graphics done if that's what your business requires that you do. And I'm not paying $200 a month to do graphics for me that I'm not going to use that often. So it's for someone who's going to be using it every single day, all day long. Now, do you have any questions at all? Any questions for me? I'm happy to answer questions. Any? You're just all watching? I hope this was helpful. Would you let me know in the comments if you thought it was helpful for you? So let me give you a few more tips, okay? Before we leave, let me give you a few more tips. Let me get my notes out. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to ChatGPT to understand your tone and your branding voice and you want to make sure that it is talking in your voice. It takes a while for it to develop, but that's why it's critical that you tell ChatGPT, well, I wouldn't say this or I wouldn't say that. And for the sake of time, I didn't do that on that example that I gave you. But you want to make sure that they analyze and mimic you. Okay. So here's one thing that you can do. Choose a topic or a title that you want to develop for maybe content, maybe email content. And you can say, I need to make a detailed and unique outline for a sales email about medical device niche. The topic is X and the title is Y. And then you go on and you describe your audience. And then in the outline, you're going to say, please include an introduction, write an engaging start that introduces the topic and suits my sales prospects' level of understanding. Then the key points, then list the key points that you want to make. Okay. If there's any visuals that you want, then give it ideas of visuals that you want. Unless you're willing to pay the $200, I would say forget the visuals. Then what you want to do is ask it to sum up your main points. Now, one of the things that you have to be careful with in ChatGPT developing emails, if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I say that your emails should be short and sweet. So you don't want to make this a lengthy email, and ChatGPT does have a tendency to do that. So you would have to go back in and correct it. Now, you may be thinking, well, that sounds like a lot of work. It is in the beginning, but think of it as training an assistant. If you were training an assistant, you would have to take some onboarding time to ramp them up to learn about how you sound, what your tone and what your message is, so they can help replicate that. You would have to teach them those steps. You're doing the same thing with ChatGPT. All right. So I will get this in a PDF for you, and I apologize that I didn't have that ready, but I will get this in a PDF form for you so you can download it for Thursday's Savvy Sales Lady Live. I wish I could put it into the comments, but it won't let me do it. So you'll have to, go to one of my landing pages where I have this uploaded into and then download it. And I'll have other prompts that you can use as well. So it won't just be this one. All right. I hope you come back Thursday where we're going to talk about how to use ChatGPT when prospecting. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for being live, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.